Hello, and welcome to another update video about Solana. What a friendly day in the crypto market. The market basically across the board up, yeah. Even XRP moving today. I know a lot of XRP holders were frustrated the last few days. Nothing happened. There's just a few exceptions that didn't move today. But I mean, even when even ADA moves, then something's going on. So looking at Solana, what I'd like to do, I'd really just like to take a look at the shorter time frame wave count. We took a look at the bigger picture today. The situation is unchanged. Resistance isn't broken, but if this uptrend continues, which it might very well do, then we have to assume that we're dealing with an extension still in this third wave, and that would be an ending diagonal to the upside. Pretty sloppy price action. At the moment, it's only 3 waves up, so it can easily still be a high B wave. But a sustained break above that $76.14 level, as explained before, would mean that I have to count this as a third wave extension, which means that the fourth wave never started. So let's take a look at the micro count. Let's go to the 1 hour. And here on the 1 hour chart, we see still an unchanged structure. Again, it could easily be this. Third wave extension. That's the dog. But I'm counting for you here the microstructure of the B wave, because this is still currently being tested. It's not broken. It's not invalidated, but of course very deep in resistance now. Still, though, as long as it's only a 3-wave move, I count it as a high B wave. So the idea is that after the wave 3 topped on the 16th of November, the move down was an A wave. This here is still an absolute valid B wave to the upside in 3 waves. I warned you when we came down here that it could become, an overshooting B wave. So at the moment, it's not done anything that would be unusual or unexpected, even though, of course, it doesn't show any weakness in resistance at the moment. So it's worth to understand what is the structure in this WXY structure. Obviously, we would be in the Y wave. The Y wave is an ABC structure. That's what we discussed in the last video. Now let's zoom in a little bit, make it a little larger. I did explain to you that a key target here for this C wave is all the way up to $75.40. Yeah, so 71.87 is a key fib, and then $75.40. We're between both. I also explained to you that as long as the $67.60 level is holding, the impulse in this C wave can continue to unfold. That is basically micro support. A break below that level would be a first indication that the B wave has topped. Now, what would be the structure basically in the C wave? So for that, we go to the 30-minute chart, and you see it is pretty messy, that structure. What I can tell you is that I have no indication a top is in place. So at the moment, I would still watch for higher, to be honest, at least one more high. Also, the reason is that I can count possibly here a 5-wave move, not quite finished. So we would have to, let me see, if I count that, I mean, this is again micro counting. I mean, how reliable is it? Not much, okay? Let's just be aware of that. To be honest, I would probably, let me try something, see if that fits. Obviously, what you need to understand with these micro counts, we kind of always need to be flexible with it. So yeah, the problem is that this looks like it's pretty messy price action, to be honest. This C wave, I mean, this is a 1-2 down here. Best I can, I mean, to be honest, is this 3-4, and then I think that would actually be a valid count. I mean, it's pretty messy, but it's valid. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and pretty much close to the end here. Yeah, close to completion. I mean, there are surely different ways how you can count that. I mean, I could probably even put the third up there. And then I've got here 1, 2. It could be another 1, 2. Oh, but that's super ugly. Yeah, I think the way I had it before, that even though it is super messy, it gives me here a nice 5-wave move up at the end. Either way, I think micro counting doesn't really help as much here. It just doesn't give us much clarity. What it tells us, though, is that another high is certainly still possible. Also, Solana is consolidating on a pretty high level here. And this looks a bit like a pennant structure. Basically bullish flag. By the way, I take the micro count out. I don't think it gives us any additional wisdom. See, pretty messy structure here. Also, I don't think micro counting will really give you the answer here. What's better is that we just track micro support, which is at $67.60. And as long as that level is holding, the overall focus can be still on higher. Okay, one more high. Bullish pennant, yeah. If we get a break to the upside, next fib levels to watch are 75.40 and then 76.14. Yeah, a sustained break above that would tell me that we're likely here in this extension of the third wave, yeah. And that could take us, and I mentioned that earlier today on Telegram, that could take us to round about $88, possibly even, yeah. But yeah, I don't think there is much more to add. So I think what you need to do is you need to watch the micro support. That's holding at the moment. Again, a break below that will be a first indication. A top is in place, only a first indication though. Situation is very dynamic on the smaller time frames. Remember, if we zoom out, the idea is still that we get that we go higher, yeah, and hit those next targets around $80, 93, and 113, either still in the third wave or after a fourth wave pullback has occurred, then in the fifth wave. So overall, I can say it again and again, we're tracking bullish structures for Solana. There isn't really a bearish wave count at the moment. I mean, bullish and bearish is a question of time frame, yes, but there is currently new highs are forecasted and have been forecasted for many weeks, possibly after a pullback, but that is what will now be decided in that pivotal area there, in that resistance area. Yeah, not much more to add. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.